if you start reading the Bible in a black Christian church, you lose your congregation. Because black people do not come to church to hear what the book says. They're taking a chance if they read 2 verses. Because they could lose money. Black people don't want to hear what the book says.
Yeah, motivation.
Right. But this is how you keep a slave a slave.
That's right.
The religion of Christianity and the religion of Islam are religions of enslavement. They take the memory of the person, and just like you said before, neither one of these religions tell us who we are or where we come from. This Bible does. So you cannot equate this Bible with religion of any kind.
No.
It is a history book. It's a history book of Yahweh's people, but they call it the Bible.
Praise God.
But it's a Bible. It's a book written unlike any other history book on earth, because white people didn't write this book. White people didn't put one word in the Old Testament or in the New Testament. Let's go to Matthew 15, my brother.
Okay.
Now I'm veering away from what I got already written down, so bear with me.
Praise God.
And Matthew 15, verse 20, I'm picking this up at verse 21, and see if the Messiah is putting forth a religion when he talks to this woman. Then Yahshua went thence and departed unto the coast of Tyre and Sidon. And behold, a woman of Canaan came out of the same coast and cried unto him, saying, Have mercy on me, O Adonai, thou son of David. My daughter is grievously vexed with a devil. But he answered her not a word. And his disciples came and besought him, saying, Send her away, for she crieth after us. But he answered and said, I am not sent but the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Then came she and worshipped him, saying, Master, help me. And he answered and said, It is not meet to take the children's bread and to give it to dogs. And she said, Truth, Adonai, yet the dogs eat of the crumbs which fall from their master's table. Then Yahshua answered and said unto her, O woman, great is thy faith. Be it unto thee even as thou wilt. And her daughter was made whole from that very hour. He said, great is your faith. He didn't say, great is your religion.
That's right.
He said, great is your faith. So faith and religion are not the same thing. Religion, again, is a ceremonial observance that people do every Sunday. But faith is something entirely different. Faith is the things not seen. Let me read. Substance of things not seen. I hate to paraphrase, man. Let me read it. Let me read it right, because I know people look and say, you don't know what the book says.
Evidence of things not seen.
Yeah. Let me read that. I know you just said it. Now, faith is substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So this is what we're dealing with. It's not about walking around with a cross on.
Right.
It's not walking around saying assalamu alaikum. Because you identify who you are by the words you say and the idols that you have.
That's right.
So when people have crosses, you know that they practice Christianity. They got them steeples on the churches. They got pictures of JC all over the place, right? So that is the essence of Christianity. So if you want somebody to know you're a Christian, wear a cross.
That's right.
Right. If you want somebody to know that you're a Muslim, you dress like those Muslims do and say assalamu alaikum. Now, I've gotten that many times myself. People say assalamu alaikum. I say shalom.
That's right.
Right? And they look at me like I'm crazy. Because they assume that a person dressed like me must be a Muslim. No, our fathers dressed like this before the Muslims started dressing like this. But black Muslims don't do any research, because Islam is about emotion. Granted that it is structured, just like Catholicism is structured, but Protestant Christianity is not really structured, especially when you're dealing with black Christians. There is no structure in the black Christian church, especially when you consider that a black woman can be a pastor. That's the nature of religion.
That's it.
That you can do what you want in that religion, and it's quite all right with whatever God that they're worshiping. Yahweh did not give his people religion. He gave them laws. He gave them a way of life. He gave them a culture. So our culture is contained in the law and in the commandments. So we will be separated from all the nations of the earth and their religions, because they are slaves to their religions. right? They can't veer away from their religion because that's all they know. They've been brought up in Christianity. White people brought Christianity to America. You can't find it in the Bible nowhere. But black people don't know that because they refuse to read the Bible. When you tell black people, you need to start keeping these commandments, they get upset with you. You tell white people, are we supposed to keep the commandments? Say, yeah. But we ain't going to keep them because we're white. We're under grace. Right? And they're right because Yahweh did not speak to white people. He did not give them his law. He didn't make covenants with white people. He only made covenants with us. So we are bound by the law to keep the law. Right? Because we are the chosen people. We are responsible for teaching the nations righteousness, not religion. There's a difference between religion and righteousness. There's nothing righteous about religion, and there's nothing religious about righteousness. Same thing we say about the truth. There's no truth in religion. There's no religion in the truth.
That's right.
So what is wrong with doing something that is right before your Creator, before Yahweh? Because He is the one that tells you what is right and what is wrong.
That's right.
You can't say, well, I know what's right and what's wrong without reading this book. How does man know what is right and what's wrong? Because when you read this Bible, it tells you that Yahweh says what is right.
That's right.
Now, a Christian pastor would tell you, well, I think, I feel, right? Well, what does the book say about this? Well, the book says you're wrong, pastor. Now, who's right, the book or your pastor?